So this guy was a real animal, right? Just so much horrible deeds.
I don't even know who we're talking about. Shut up. What is going on, serial killer and true crime fans? It's Mike Hook coming at you live alongside Killjoy Jake, aka Jacob Yukum, and we are coming at you live from Jacob's car.
How's it hanging, y'all?
Pretty good, because guess what? I'm banging!
Oh, you're back on the bang today.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not bougie anymore. I'm not on that Fiji water bullshit anymore.
Good. He's come back to the dark side.
The light side, you mean?
The rainbow side.
The rainbow side.
Yep.
Just remember, if you ain't banging, you ain't hanging.
Give us a sponsorship.
Please.
We're going to do it every episode.
Every episode until you do it, please. But yeah, so we are actually going to start introducing a little new kind of sub-series to Serial Killer Chronicles. You want to know what it is?
What is this?
This is going to be Serial Killer Chronicles Unsolved.
Unsolved. Oh, so this person is still at large. You wouldn't tell me who it was. I don't know who it is.
I would not tell him who it was, but I'm going to tell you now. You want to know who it is?
Who? Killing me.
The suspense is real.
Yeah.
No, we're doing the Zodiac Killer.
Oh, sweet. Oh, yeah. All right.
He actually seriously did not know that we were doing
I didn't know
Zodiac.
that.
So.
Yeah. So it's Ted Cruz, right? We know that.
Oh, well, shit.
Yeah,
Episode
that
over.
actually- yeah,
See you guys
that's
later.
Solved. Okay, yeah. So let's just go. Yeah, that's it. End of episode.
Yeah. So yeah, you guys know the drill. Turn off the lights and get ready for this unknown story of the Zodiac Killer.
About to get spoopy in here.
The Zodiac Killer has been known as one of the most infamous serial killers in American history. While only having 5 confirmed kills, his slasher style of killing and taunts to the police in the San Francisco area in the 60s and 70s are infamous. His first incident happened on December 20th in 1968 at Lake Herman Road in Benicia, California. At the site, he shot high school students Betty Lou Jensen and David Faraday. Their bodies were found at 11 p.m. by a nearby resident named Stella Borges. Faraday was shot in the back of the head while trying to escape the car, and Jensen had 5 bullet holes in her back from 30 feet away from the car as she was trying to flee.
I already have like 100 questions.
Yes.
Okay, so this is completely unsolved. We don't know who this person is.
We do not know we have ideas. A lot of people think that the case is kind of, that we found the guy, there's just not enough evidence to actually say, yeah, you guilty.
Okay. So we don't know why he was doing these things or anything like that. We just know that these murders happened by this dude.
I'll get to that later.
Okay. Gotcha. I'll be patient.
Yes.
I'm just excited.
Be patient, young Padawan. I shall teach you in the ways of the serial killer.
Awesome.
I'm not a serial killer, FBI, I promise.
You're just studying to become one.
Listen.
So you're not one yet, right? So yeah.
Anyways, the next incident happened in Vallejo, California on July 4th, 1969. That's a shitty day to die.
1969?
No, July 4th.
I was just thinking 69. That's all I heard.
I mean, yeah. I'm not going to lie, but yeah. I mean, because you gotta think, holy shit, how many people heard it and was just oh, yay, fireworks.
Right. That would be a good day to do it, though. I mean, that's terrible, but, think about it. You could totally get away with that.
If there's a killing in Brunswick, Ohio on July 4th, 2020 or 2021, I think I know who did it already.
I have some ideas now. Oh, that's no.
FBI, get him!
Oh God.
Oh God, they're actually going to get you now.
I know. They're probably listening to us right now. I mean, we're hooked up to the internet. So
damn it.
Yep. We're fucked.
The victims were Darlene Ferrin and Michael Mageau. I'm going to try and get off this topic now so we don't get arrested. The killer pulled up and drove away, only to come back 10 minutes later and park behind the couple's car.
Creepy.
Yes, very. He then shined a flashlight in the couple's eyes and shot them a total of 5 times. Because of the angle, so let's say I'm Mageau and you're Darlene. Yeah, Darlene. So I'm Michael because I'm Mike and I'm cooler. And you're Darlene. He's right here.
Okay.
I believe that Mageau is actually in the driver's seat, but let's just say he's right here for this case. So he's shooting. A lot of the bullets are coming into me, and they're actually going through me and going into you. That's actually what happened.
Did any of the bullets actually like hit her first or no?
I do not know. That's not confirmed.
So was she died though?
She did
She
die.
didn't make it. Okay.
But Majot lived.
What?
Yeah.
So the dude who took all the bullets lived, but the girl didn't.
Yeah.
So you would think it would be the other, like, what I'm thinking is, like, when a bullet passes through me, it slows down a little bit, so, like, if it hits you, it's not as bad. I bet there's no work lockers this time around. I'm a little disappointed.
I don't believe so, no.
I'm kind of saddened. Kind of sad.
I'm not.
The murder's not making me sad. The lack of genitals and work lockers is.
All right. Anyways, after the initial 5 shots, he then actually started to walk away, but he heard Majot's moans, realized he was still alive, and decided to go back and shoot 2 more times before fleeing the scene. Majot still survived, though, but Farron was pronounced dead at the hospital.
Okay, so Darlene died, and then the guy. So he survived 7 bullets, not 5.
He did survive
That's
7 bullets.
Insane! Holy crap!
Yes. Later that night, Vallejo police got a call from a man confessing to not only the Vallejo shooting earlier that night, but the Lake Herman Road incident months prior. Police were able to trace the call to a phone booth at a gas station just 4 blocks away from the police station, but the killer was long gone by that point.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh jeez.
On August 1st, 1969, so this is just about a month later, 3 different newspapers got letters from the alleged killer. The letters stated confessions to the 2 killings, two shootings previously mentioned, as well as contained a 408-character cipher that was claimed to reveal his identity. The cipher would later be cracked by a couple in San Francisco, and it stated the following: "I liked killing because it is so much fun. It is more fun than killing wild game in the forest because man is the most dangerous animal of all to kill. Something gives me the most thrilling experience. It is even better than getting your rocks off with a girl. The best part is that when I die, I will be reborn in paradise, and the people I have killed will become my slaves. I will not give you my name because you will try to slow down or stop my collecting of slaves for the afterlife." And then it's just a bunch of random letters after that.
That's the craziest thing I think I've heard so far on this podcast. Honestly, that's the craziest motivation.
Yeah, this dude's a fucking lunatic.
What?
You asked about it. You asked about his motivation earlier.
Yeah, so he just wanted afterlife slaves, soul slaves.
Yeah, okay. I guess so.
Well, I can't argue with that logic.
Yeah, I mean,
what?
Yeah,
Who put that in his head, man?
I don't fucking know.
That's fucking weird.
Later that week, though, another letter was actually sent to the San Francisco Examiner with the now famous intro, "This is the Zodiac speaking," which gave him the name that has now become infamous among anybody knowing the case. In this letter, Zodiac revealed many key clues that had not been revealed to the public, making it almost certain that these were indeed letters that were coming from the killer. The next attack happened at Lake Berryessa on September 27th, 1969, where Brian Hartnell and Cecilia Shepard were having a picnic. They would see a white man that was wearing dark sunglasses and a black executioner-style hood that had a bib attached to it, marked with the mark of the Zodiac. And if you don't know what the mark of the Zodiac is, let me find it really quickly.
Just send it to me and I'll throw it up on the screen right about now.
Okay.
If you're listening to the video podcast, which, by the way, go subscribe to Unbranded News and Media on YouTube to watch our video podcast.
It's like an X turned sideways. So, like, here.
So a plus?
Yeah, it's a plus sign with a circle around it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's the mark of the Zodiac.
Cool. Oh, okay.
This fucking thing.
That thing. It'll be up on the screen. Don't worry about it. Yep.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, I'm still putting it up there. Oh, shit. I dropped my phone. Motherfucker. All right. There we go. The man would tie the couple up, and the man actually forced David to tie up... No, not David. Forced Brian to tie up Cecilia. I cannot fucking speak today!
So what did he do again?
He forced Brian to tie up his girlfriend Cecilia, and then tied up Brian, and then he tightened Cecilia's bounds because he figured out that Brian had tied her wrists loose.
Well, of course.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So he then began stabbing them repeatedly. After finishing with his stabbings, he went to Hartnell's car about 500 yards away and drew the Zodiac symbol with a felt-tip pen, as well as Vallejo 12/20/68, 7/4/69, September 27/69, 6:30 by knife on the car door.
You know, some people are worried about bees at their picnic.
Yeah, these guys... Bees, ants, no, they had to deal with a fucking serial killer.
No. Yeah.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah. The Napa County Sheriff's Office would get a call at 7:40 p.m., and the caller stated that he would like to report a double murder. Once again, it was found that the phone used to make the call was a payphone within a few blocks of the police department. Detectives were able to lift a palm print from the phone, but were not able to match it to any suspects. Mind you, this is 27 miles away from Lake Berryessa. So, like, he's 4 blocks away from the police station. He said that he wanted to report a double murder, and then stated that he was the person that killed them, and then hung up and left, and yeah, so it was almost pretty much certain that this indeed was the killer because of that. 2 weeks later, cab driver Paul Stein picked up a white man on the intersection of Mason and Geary and requested to be taken to the intersection of Washington and Maple. Stein was shot in the back of the head by this passenger. The killer would later take Stein's wallet, keys, and a piece of his blood-soaked shirt. A group of teens saw the incident from the second floor of their house on that street and were able to get a good look of the man that had shot Paul Stein. They would call 911 to report the shooting and gave a description that was said to be very accurate. He was said to be about 5'10" to 5'8" to 5'9". I'm getting the descriptions mixed up. 5'8" to 5'9", stocky and the teens said that he was 25 to 30 years old, had a reddish brown crew cut and thick-rimmed glasses. But you're gonna get pissed at this.
Oh yeah.
There was a miscommunication from the dispatcher, and they started to believe that they needed to look for a black guy.
Well, it was the 60s.
It was the 60s.
God. Jesus.
Yeah. And
I'm starting to think that wasn't a miscommunication. It was just an a-hole up in there.
Not fun. Fuck the 60s. So yeah, because of that, the police in the area were looking for an African-American male. This miscommunication, though, would lead to something very bad, as officers Dan Falk and Eric Zelms passed a man walking by. This man was described to be 5'8" to 5'10", a reddish-brown crew cut, 35 to 45 years old, stocky, with black, thick-rimmed glasses.
But he was black.
He was not black. He was white.
Oh, so that was the guy.
Very likely, yes.
And they're just like, nah.
Very likely, because of that miscommunication, officers Falk and Zelms
Fucking God.
passed the Zodiac killer himself on the way to the crime scene.
See what racism does,
Yep.
kids? If kids are listening to this, you shouldn't be. First of all.
Yeah, you really shouldn't be.
But if you are, you're going to learn something right now. Don't be a racist.
Don't
then
be a racist.
The Zodiac killer gets to live on and do shit.
Don't be a racist, or you might fucking save a serial killer from getting caught.
Yeah, see? That's what racism does, people.
Yep.
What the fuck? That makes me so mad.
Yep. Dude, and the Zodiac killer actually referenced this in one of his letters that he sent after the Paul Stein killing. In this letter, he also sent a piece of Paul Stein's shirt. Remember how I said that he had ripped off a piece of his shirt?
Yeah.
He sent the piece of his shirt in this letter to prove it was him.
Oh my God.
Meaning that Falk and Zelms indeed passed the Zodiac killer on the way to the shooting site.
Oh my God. Can you imagine being that close?
I would hate to be one of those two officers.
Oh my God. They probably got fired.
I don't know, actually. I don't know if they did. I have no idea if they did. I mean, because granted, it was kind of the dispatcher's fault.
Yeah, right.
So I'm blaming the dispatcher here.
Yeah, no, that's more fair.
So this was actually the last confirmed killing, though, of the Zodiac killer. And like I said, he sent another letter after this. And like I said, talked about the incident of the cops passing by him without even stopping him. sent in the shirt. In this letter, he also claimed to have knowledge of how to construct bombs, showed diagrams, and even threatened to shoot out the tires of a school bus and, quote, pick off the kiddies one by one as they come out.
Jesus Christ. Kids aren't going to be that great of slaves, man. You know what I mean...
If that's your reasoning,
no, I'm thinking like how this guy is thinking. You know, get into this guy's head. Why would you want kids to be your slaves building your empire?
Dude, you said it yourself. If you were trying to get slaves for the afterlife by being a serial killer, you're probably not that right.
Yeah, well, that makes sense. Yeah.
This would not be the last letter by the Zodiac Killer. He would actually continue to send letters to the press until 1974. In that year, his final confirmed letter was sent. There were suspicious letters that were sent after, but there's a reason that they're suspicious. It's because they either didn't match the handwriting that well, gave misinformation, or just were so stupid that it was like, nah, these aren't him.
Yeah. Good.
In this letter, he would end up giving one of the weirdest things that I've ever heard in a serial killer letter. He reviewed the movie The Exorcist and called it the best satirical comedy that he has ever seen in his life.
What? This is like, it's like jokingly trying to be evil at that point. You know what I mean?
This is just comical at this point.
Yeah, like I think he found it funny, kind of. That's messed up, man.
The even funnier part is at the end, he put a little scoreboard and it said Zodiac Killer. It said Zodiac 37, San Francisco's Police Department 0. Oh essentially meaning that he was claiming that to have killed 37 people.
Oh my God.
There are the 5 that I've detailed here, the 5 victims that I've detailed are the only people that he's confirmed to have killed. There are rumored attacks and rumored victims as well. Mm-hmm. And I'll get to a couple of them because they are important to victims. So there were actually only, important to suspects,
Yeah.
There are only 2 main suspects in this case, though. But both have very good reasons as to why they could be the Zodiac. The first suspect I'm going to go over is Lawrence Kane. Kane reportedly had suffered a brain injury in 1962, 1 year before an unconfirmed Zodiac killing, which saw a couple get shot and killed in the Lake Berryessa area, and then dragged into I believe it was a barn or an abandoned house, and the killer had attempted to light the bodies on fire. He had never sent a letter, so it was not confirmed that this was the Zodiac, but it was very similar in the style of killing. It was a couple in the Vallejo area point blank, just the tactics kind of matched. Anyways, Kane was actually a match for the physical descriptions at the Paul Stein killing as well.
Yeah.
But did not match the description given by Majo or Hartnell during those 2 attacks. What is interesting, though, is that Kane apparently had stalked Darlene Ferrin at one point in time. And Darlene knew Kane as well as a stalker. Kane's handwriting also closely remembered the Zodiac's handwriting from the letters. And there are many ties to locations that were near the murder sites around the time that they happened. Kane was also identified out of a lineup by another possible Zodiac victim who was kidnapped along with her 10-month-old child in the 1970s.
So what do you think? You think this is the guy?
I do not. I do not think that this is the guy. But I will say that is something that's pretty damning, is because in a confirmed Zodiac letter, he stated that he had a list at this point. And the first 2 people on the list were a woman and her baby that he had given a wild ride to. And what happened in that incident that I'm talking about is that this woman, I don't know her name, but she was apparently abducted by a man, and she identified him later to be Kane, claiming to be the Zodiac Killer. And she was apparently in the car for a very extended period of time with him. Mm-hmm. She was able to, when she realized that what was happening and that she was probably about to die, she was able to tuck and roll with her kid and ran into a cornfield and was able to outrun Kane.
Okay. So, See, my theory so far, just based on what you've told me, like I don't know all the facts. This is all I know
It
so
got
far
dark again.
about it. That's okay. I can do.
Yeah.
I can fix that in the editing room. But
It's all good.
my theory, though, so far is maybe there's multiple people who are the Zodiac killer. Because, I mean, if you think about it, like, someone who goes like, and isn't found like this, it's hard. You can't pull off the perfect crime, especially when you have a whole police department working against you.
Multiple police departments.
Multiple police department. There's no way. I don't think one person could have outsmarted all those
That
people.
actually is a theory.
Yeah.
You beat me to saying that. That actually
really?
is a theory. So the next suspect, though, this is my personal favorite suspect, is a lot of people know this guy, Arthur Lee Allen, which is actually the favorite theory by Robert Graysmith, a former political cartoonist for the San Francisco Chronicle. And the San Francisco Chronicle was one of these. So the San Francisco Examiner, the Vallejo Times, and the San Francisco Chronicle were the three papers that were that got the original letter from the Zodiac Killer himself. So Mageau had actually picked out Arthur Lee Allen in a lineup in 1992 and was said to be all but certain that it was him. This was important because Mageau was actually the only person to see the Zodiac Killer without his hood.
Okay.
In these initial three attacks.
Yeah.
Brian Hartnell also stated that the physical appearance and build of Allen, as well as his voice, were very similar to the voice and body of his attacker.
Okay, and that was the guy who survived with the bullets, right? Okay, that's
Mageau was the guy that survived with the bullets.
Right.
And then Hartnell was the guy that survived the Lake Berryessa attack where he was stabbed.
Right. Okay, gotcha. Just clarifying that. Cool.
Allen also communicated many ideas with his friends that include the following. He was interested in killing couples randomly. Mm-hmm. He wants to taunt police with letters detailing crimes. He would sign his letters with the cross circle symbol from his watch, aka he had a Zodiac watch, a Zodiac brand watch, and would sign letters with that symbol. And the symbols at the bottom of the Zodiac killer letters and the symbol of the Zodiac watch brand were the same symbol.
Oh, that's weird.
Mm-hmm. He wanted to one day call himself Zodiac, and he wanted his friends to call him Zodiac as well. He would attach a flashlight to the barrel of his gun in order to shoot at night in his property. Mm-hmm. He would often wear makeup to change his appearance. He would fool women into stopping their cars in rural areas by claiming they had problems with their tires, then loosen lug nuts on their car and eventually take them captive. And he was intrigued by the thought of killing people.
This guy?
Yes.
And what happened to this guy?
They couldn't get any physical evidence. He didn't match the letter, the handwriting on the letters. They couldn't get him. They didn't have an accurate DNA sample to actually conduct a test with.
But you're saying this guy also killed people, though?
Not confirmed.
Not confirmed, but he talked about it.
He said he wanted to and was interested.
He just wanted to. Okay.
Yes. Allen's favorite book was actually also The Most Dangerous Game, which, if you remember, was referenced in the Zodiac's first letter in the original 408 character cipher.
Right.
And was actually obviously a very big centerpiece of the cipher. Allen also had a Zodiac brand watch that was gifted to him by his mother. Like I said before, the symbol of the brand Zodiac for watches was the same exact symbol that he was using at the bottom of the Zodiac letters. Mm-hmm. Allen had also claimed that he was going scuba diving at Lake Berryessa to his family, and on the day of the Lake Berryessa attack. He came home later that day covered in blood and had blood-soaked knives in his car.
Okay, well, yeah, something's going on with this guy for sure. Yeah.
And apparently, a friend of Allen named Ralph Spinelli told police that Allen had confessed to him that he was the Zodiac and that he could prove it by going to San Francisco and, quote, killing a cab driver, end quote.
Oh, shit.
Yes.
Oh, shit, and the Zodiac Killer did do that.
He did.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Fuck.
Lastly, the biggest reason for suspicion against Allen is when police searched his home, they found diagrams of bombs, equipment to make them, and also tapes of the Zodiac Killer. And when I say tapes, I mean like documentaries and like videos talking about him.
Okay. See, now I'm thinking like, I feel like it's a little, I don't want to say it's too obvious that it would be him, but like maybe it was like maybe he had an accomplice as well who was maybe, I don't know. I don't know. This is so.
It's weird that he doesn't match the DNA or anything along those lines. But here's the thing. Another alternate theory, you talked about this earlier. Another alternate theory that has been thrown out in different circles is that the Zodiac Killer is not one person. Many people speculate that Arthur Lee Allen was the original Zodiac and that he stopped after the Lake Berryessa incident. But Kane took over for the Paul Stein killing.
Okay.
There is evidence to support this, though, obviously, as the physical descriptions make it confusing as to how the killers could have changed his appearance that drastically, shrinking about 3 inches and changing his haircut as well in just a couple of months. And obviously, you know, it's not stated who was writing the letters. We don't know who was writing the letters because, I mean, obviously the case is unsolved. But if it's true that Kane's handwriting was actually deemed to be pretty close to a match, it's very realistic that what happened was that Arthur Lee Allen was committing these acts. Wait, that doesn't make sense then.
Yeah, this is a hard one.
Why is this so complicated? What the fuck?
That's why they never solved it, man. I mean, I got nothing. I'm like,
yeah,
that's, man, because that guy doesn't look like the other dude. That's just,
but then if like
I'm mind fucked right now.
But totally then if Kane is writing the letters the entire time, how does he know about the details of the Lake Herman Road, Lake Berryessa killings?
I think they had to work together.
I don't think they did because they didn't know each other.
They didn't know each other?
No.
Or did they just play it off like they didn't know each other?
They were never seen. They had no connection to each other.
Really? Not at all? Like,
no.
Maybe like there was just something I mean, there's a missing link here we obviously don't know, I think is the big thing. So like to speculate on that, do you think there's any possible way they could have been in contact and worked together?
I think so, because like technology obviously wasn't that big of a thing in the 1960s. Mm-hmm. It wasn't very advanced. They just started coming out with computers and everything like that. Mobile phones weren't a thing. So, I mean, it is possible that they did have a connection and nobody really knew about it. Nobody knew that they were friends. Mm-hmm. But at least confirmed there is nothing connecting the two men at all in any way, shape, or form.
I'm just speculating based on like what I know. Like you think like maybe they put out like an ad in the paper or something that was like, "Yo, let's kill some people." I mean, obviously not that, but you know, like something. They had to.
It was like a little code word that they had.
Right.
It's like,
"Yo, let's not
Sagittarius."
Kill people. Say, Zodiac sign. There you go. What are their signs, by the way?
I don't know, actually. Let me check this.
That's interesting.
Arthur Lee Allen birthday. Arthur Lee Allen, okay. December 18th, 1933. I think he's a Capricorn.
Oh, he's a looker.
Yeah. Yeah.
He looks real attractive.
Yeah.
I just want to put my face in that beard.
Oh, my Lord. All right. I think on that note, we need to go to a break right now.
We'll be right back.
Yeah, we'll be right back. And welcome back to part 2 of SKK Unsolved.
Part 2, not part 2.
Listen. Shut the fuck up. Or should I say shuck the fuck up?
Yes, yeah, there you go. Oh my god.
Can you tell we're friends? I secretly hate him, it's fine.
Me too. So that's good. But bang sponsorship. Once again, if you ain't banging, you ain't hanging. I got a little deeper with my voice at the end there.
Clink, goddammit!
Oh, sorry. It didn't even clink. It was like aluminum sound. That's good enough. Fuck it.
Well, you can edit it. I don't know.
I'll put an explosion sound right there.
Oh, yeah. That's
perfect.
Badass.
Yeah.
Cool guys don't look at explosions. Yeah.
So what's this podcast about again?
Serial killers, I think.
Oh, right. Okay. So we should probably be talking about that.
Probably.
Maybe.
Maybe. Who knows? But yeah, now we're at the point of this podcast where Mike applies what he learns in college.
Wow, you're actually smart.
Right?
Yeah.
It's weird.
That's crazy.
Who knew that?
I didn't. Well, I guess I kind of did because we've done a couple more podcasts before this. Tell us about the Zodiac Killer. What do you got?
So, because the Zodiac Killer, in a confirmed letter, at least admitted a possible motive, there is something to go off of and to see as to what kind of serial killer he is. Because he admitted that he gets a high off of killing, and I'm going to go with the less crazy motive here, because he did list two. He said that he gets... It's a better sensation than getting your rocks off with a girl, which is like the weirdest thing that I've ever heard, because sex is fucking great.
Well, you've never killed a person, so
I've never killed a person, so I mean, I don't know, but
right, yeah.
I'm just gonna say right now, I don't think that it's that good of a feeling.
My dad just waved at me. Just keep going.
Hi, Jake's dad. But because of the motive of the quote high, like the high of killing,
Okay.
Zodiac is technically classified as a power control killer, meaning that he gets a high off of the helplessness and just the submissiveness of his victims.
Okay, that's a new one.
It is a new one.
A killer.
We've had hedonistic and control. Mm-hmm. Oh no, comfort. We've had hedonistic and comfort. Now we have power control. I think the last one is missionary, and we will get to that one in a few episodes.
Don't tell me. I want to get surprised.
Yeah, you will be surprised. Don't worry.
Missionary position or missionary like killer? Because that's kind of just boring, you know?
We were talking about sex for 2 minutes.
That's where my head went.
Okay, fair.
69. Okay, anyways.
Oh, Lord. I can't wait until it's I cannot wait until it's June 9th, 2020. I cannot.
Oh, yeah.
Or June 9th, 2024. There we go. June 9th, 2024, because 2024 backward is 422.
Oh,
or
yeah.
4,202, which if you just cut off the 2, it's 420.
It's like 420 every single day this month.
Right? It's awesome.
So that's pretty dope. We got our 420 special coming out real soon, too, by the way. That's real exciting. Probably before this, actually, so I shouldn't be talking about it. Yeah.
Smoke weed every day. Oh, my God. I wouldn't be surprised if people thought we do this podcast high.
Yeah.
Like, we're just hotboxing your car.
I mean, we're high on bang. Have we said bang enough times? Okay, yeah.
Bang, 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 bangity bang.
Drink a bang. Anyways, so who do you think is the Zodiac Killer then, Mike?
I think that it was Arthur Lee Allen.
Okay.
I think that Arthur Lee Allen is the most sensible suspect. He has the most circumstantial evidence against him. 2 individuals picked him out of a lineup, and he literally, he just fits the bill, in my opinion. He has all the right motive, all the right evidence, and yeah.
Do you think the other guy had anything to do with it, though?
I think that he started claiming he was a Zodiac and started attacking people later on, and potentially wrote some of the unconfirmed letters. Mm-hmm. And maybe one of the confirmed letters, I don't know. I think that, Kane, I think that he did actually go try and become the new version of the Zodiac, but I don't think that it was... I don't think that he was responsible for the Paul Stein killing.
I don't either, but I definitely think they both had something to do with it for sure. Like something. I mean, you know, where there's smoke, there's fire is where I'm going off with this. I think there's no way one person could have fooled like a whole police station like that. It had to be multiple people. There might even be more people on top of that we don't know about.
Who knows? Yeah,
I don't know.
Ted Cruz, maybe.
Ted Cruz. There you go. He was the whole face of the operation.
He
obviously.
was. This motherfucker and his sly ass face. I really want Jacob to put just the Zodiac like the Zodiac God, what's it called?
Like the
concept.
The sketch?
Yeah, the Zodiac police sketch and Ted Cruz right next to each other. That's all I want from this.
Well, here's the thing. He looks nothing like that. That's the other thing. So,
well, this is Arthur Lee Allen.
but Ted Cruz looks nothing like that guy.
Let me show you Kane. This is Lawrence Kane.
Okay.
Yeah, so
he kind of looks... Oh, is that another picture of him?
Yep.
Yeah, that kind of looks like Ted Cruz.
He looks like Ted Cruz.
Yeah. So I think that was the guy they got the sketch of.
Also, I love how this says this is Lawrence Kane, and that's not.
That's not even him.
That's not even. That's
Who's that?
That is. Oh God, what's his name?
So there's a third guy.
There's a third guy, but there's literally no fucking evidence against him, other than like he kind of matches one of the physical descriptions. But like matching a physical description isn't as big of a smoking gun as people think, because a lot of people look alike in this world.
Right. I mean, white people all look the same. Let's be honest.
And you're not wrong. You are not wrong. Earl Van Best Jr., that's his name.
Okay. So he was another.
Yeah. He was another. But like his fucking. I think it was his son that convicted him. And apparently. Okay, I'll go over some of the evidence for Earl Van Best right now. I've got time. Earl Van Best, his son had actually tried to throw out the idea that his father, Earl Van Best Jr., was the killer, and the evidence that it was based on was the physical description, as well as what was it? It was writing on his marriage license had supposedly directly matched the not directly, but very closely matched the writing from Zodiac letters. Mm-hmm. But it turns out that Earl Van Best wasn't even the writing that they examined, and it was actually Earl Van Best Jr.'s priest that was the writing on on his marriage license. So, which means that if they were going off of the writing and that was their main evidence, that would mean that the priest is the Zodiac killer.
So that son's kind of a dick, is basically what I'm getting from this.
Yeah. And for some reason, like he's saying, even after that, like he still believes it and is claiming that the police are doing a cover-up because of the fact that they're not testing DNA from...
Never mind. I thought I saw a blinking red light and I was scared. I was like, oh shit.
I was like, oh shit, we're not picking up audio.
Yeah, I was like, oh fuck. No, we're good.
Yeah. But, so... because of that, he claims that they're doing a cover-up because they're not testing Earl Van Best Jr.'s DNA.
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
That kind of just sounds like the son was pissed at his dad.
There's no fucking evidence against him. Other than a slight physical description and apparently his marriage license, but even that doesn't convict him, so...
Right.
That's why I didn't talk about him. But I did now.
That's cool that you mentioned it, though. I mean, that's, like, interesting.
Yeah, I mean, it's a little sidebar.
Yeah. It's good stuff.
Yeah. I mean, other than that, yeah.
Who do you think is the Zodiac killer?
Yeah. Give us your comments about who you think did it. If you think it's more than one people. Hell, if you think Ted Cruz did it. Comment down below. On that note, though, thank you guys for watching this episode of Serial Killer Chronicles. Be sure to follow, like, comment, subscribe. Follow us on Instagram at Unbranded News and Media. Follow me on Instagram at TheRealMikeHook. Follow Jake on Instagram at Killjoy_Jake, as well as subscribe to his YouTube channel, Killjoy Jake.
Yep.
Are you at 500 yet?
I'm almost there.
Almost?
Very close.
Very close.
So please subscribe.
Get him to 500. Okay?
Let's do it.
Okay. Why do I never point at the right place for first time?
It's over there.
Yes. Right here's this YouTube channel.
Yes. Go subscribe.
But yeah, other than that, have a great day. I hope you're not too bored in quarantine. I hope this lightened up your day a little bit. You know?
Talking about people getting murdered. Yeah.
People getting fucking murked.
Can't see how that wouldn't make your day any better.
Right? It's great.
It's great. It's great stuff.
But yeah, have a great day, guys.